The man once said, "Hey, why don't we go to the moon?" But his friend flicked him on the forehead and said, "That's impossible." Impossible, impossible, impossible. It's a word we throw around when it comes to anything that can't be found, not thought of, unthinkable within this small box we call common logic. There's just so many things impossible. Pigs can't fly, fishes can't climb on trees, Legless Susan can't run the marathon, we can't live on Mars. There's just so many things that aren't impossible. Nothing is impossible? Please, show me a man who can breathe fire. Show me a man who can drink acid and live through it. Show me all these and maybe I'll believe that nothing is impossible. Look at this rock. I'm gonna throw it to the other side, to the green building. It didn't hit! See, there are just so many things that seems impossible. Nothing is impossible. That phrase sounds way too optimistic. A child's fantasy. Naive. Everyone knows that anything that isn't bound by the laws of the universe, that doesn't abide by the law of gravity, just can't happen. It's impossible. But what do you know? The things impossible, they did it. Neil Armstrong landed humanity's first step on the moon. And a cure for leprosy was found. No one had to stone people to death anymore. No one had to be ostracized for being sick and incurable. Impossible. It's a word that's used to describe something unrealistic. But I believe that it is in our power to make it realistic. Reality is in our hands. Humans have performed many miracles on their own. They made machines that enabled humans to fly, and all the inventions around the world. Watching them work is like magic. And it's even more amazing when you realize that that magic was made real by us, humans. Humans have the power of believing. But I think when it comes down to it, the question that we all ask, because we want to believe that nothing's impossible. But when we're so close to giving up, what we just really want to know is how to make the impossible possible. And there's really no way to get there without the usual hard work, but most importantly, spirit. The impossible will be made possible if we try to go there slowly. There's no point rushing something that means so much. So instead of aiming to hit that rock to the green building, what I could have done is aim for just across the street. And slowly, when we grow, because humans evolve, humans are evolving creatures, when we grow strong enough to overcome the laws of the universe, which I know is possible, because that's who we are. One day I will be able to reach the green building. And then we'll move on to bigger goals, and the word impossible will be moved a bar ahead. The word impossible is an expanding meaning. And 50 years from now, this question probably won't mean the same thing. 50 years from now, this question, whether nothing's impossible, could mean that could mean things like, is it impossible to take over another galaxy? Because who knows? Maybe in another 50 years, we humans might actually be the rulers of this universe. Who knows?